morning. Hey, Facebook and everybody else, YouTube, LinkedIn, good morning, y'all. I hope y'all are doing well. This is your coach, Tonetta, your certified life coach. I want to say thank y'all for tuning in this morning. This morning, actually, I'm sharing about my story this morning as far as my faith journey. It won't be every single snippet, that kind of thing, but I'll give you the gist. I guess I put it that way. And as y'all see, my shirt, it says faith, Hebrews 11, 1. I wore this today actually for this video. I guess I put it that way. So it has faith on the back and it has the actual scripture written on the back as well. But like I said, definitely I want to share with y'all this morning my faith journey. I guess I put it that way. Back in the day, like I said, growing up, actually, I'll put it like this. I'm 45. Let me see. I was 40, 18, trying to count the years, y'all. Probably like when I was 40, 41 years old, that's when I actually started believing in a higher power or having faith in a God or anything along those lines. Before that, I had always considered myself an atheist and that kind of thing and didn't believe and all that kind of stuff, even though I knew that there was something, of course, that was having a force over my life. I guess I put it that way. Something that was, of course, guiding my life because the things that had happened in my life. By the grace of God, of course, I'm sure that's how I got through those things. But like I said, I kept denying. But it wasn't until back in 2018 when I had, I guess you all call it an awakening, soul searching, whatever you want to call it. That's when I, of course, started looking at spiritual. I included spirituality in that. How I first started, I guess, back in that January, because I know the whole entire story. But back in January 2018, I actually was laying in the bed crying, unhappy. Did not like where my life was at that point at all, especially in the relationship that I was in. So, of course, I prayed to God that night, actually. Even though I said I was an atheist and all this kind of stuff, I still prayed to God, prayed to the higher power that night to ask for happiness and to bring people in my life that would, of course, help me move along further, teach me some things about spirituality and that kind of thing as well. To, of course, just educate me. I guess I put it that way. And me, in turn, can, of course, provide whatever kind of education, inspiration, that kind of thing I had as well. And best believe in the next week and a half, I got just that actually. So I guess I had folks coming into my life that were, of course, more spiritual, well, way more spiritual, of course, than me, that kind of thing, was teaching me things, posting things. And I was like, what is this? What is chakras? What is all this stuff? And I was just learning all those things back then. That was 4 years ago. Let me see, 5 years, 4 years ago. Yeah, I guess 4 years ago. Like I said, I had vaguely heard about some of those things throughout the years, but I didn't really know what they were because I never took my time to even look it up. But like I said, that was the first time that I ever had actually sat there and intentionally prayed to God. I guess I put it that way. And that whole year actually was a whole transforming year for me. I put it that way. The relationship that I had for 7.5 years, that dissipated. Of course, I let him know that I could not no longer do this. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, there was definitely something that a lot of, I can't say pride. Well, I guess it is pride too. Ego, all those kind of things. Like I said, I had to, of course, let go of all those things and let myself know. And of course, praying to God and meditating and that kind of thing too, let me know that you either can choose to continue to be unhappy for however long you're going to be with this person, or you can choose to, of course, step out on faith and figure out what you're going to do with your life at this point. And like I said, I chose to go ahead and step out on faith and figure out what I was going to do with my life at this point. I knew damn well that I was unhappy in this relationship. And like I said, that was something that I had, that was the first thing that was affected. I guess I put it that way in 2018. And like I said, I had faith, trust, and belief in myself that, of course, I can do this, and of course I can move forward without this person or whatever the case is going to be. And that's why I said falling in love with your faith. Falling in love with your faith and yourself as well. I should have put that in there, but that's all right. But you all kind of get the point. Because falling in love with your faith is, of course, falling in love with yourself. Falling in love with your higher power as well. And trying to, of course, learn and educate yourself as much as you can about the things that you're feeling that you're being guided to. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, that was definitely a life-transforming year for me. I guess I'd say that. Like I said, that was the first time that I intentionally prayed to God, and I got actually what I asked for. A lot of things were, of course, moving out my life. My goddaughter at the time, my oldest goddaughter, was transitioning out of my life as well because I was unhappy with that situation and with what was going on in my household and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, definitely she was transitioning out of my life as well about the same time that he did too. So like I said, I had some other people that, of course, transform out of my life, move out of my life so other folks could, of course, come in to, of course, like I said, bring the wisdom, to bring the knowledge, to bring the inspiration so that I can, of course, be guided further. I guess I put it that way as well. And like I said, we all worked in tandem, of course. We didn't know that at the time. I didn't know it at the time. But, of course, like I said, that was faith, my faith walk. That was faith leading me to a different direction, into a different modality. I guess I put it that way as well. And like I said, that year, of course, that was the first year that I ever had, of course, said that I believed in God or wanted to learn more about the Bible, that kind of thing, anything along those lines. And like I said, just going through that whole awakening experience, of course, like I said, it definitely let me know that I cannot do this alone. Yes, I know we have friends, family, and all those types of things, but when you're in your silent place, when you're at home, thinking about things, you're going through things, you need, at least I needed, I can't say you need, but I needed somebody, of course, higher than me to, of course, help me with that process. And then I knew that could, of course, guide me through and that kind of thing as well, because I couldn't guide myself at that present point in time. And like I said, that's where that's how I fell in love with my faith. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, at that point, I had no other choice but to surrender, I guess, if that's the word you want to use. I had no choice but to surrender to a higher power. And like I said, that was something that, of course, like I said, for those who, of course, knew me for most of my life or knew anything about me, especially personal life, that kind of thing, they all knew that I didn't believe in God, or I had never read the Bible. I read like snippets of it. Of course, I've been to many churches and all that kind of stuff, but like I said, I definitely did not believe in it. I never joined the church. I still haven't joined the church, but like I said, definitely that was something that, like I said, that folks around me knew about me. I guess I put it that way. And of course, some people, of course, around me still wanted to kind of force religion or force this or force that. And like I always just tell them, you cannot force anything upon me that I don't want and that I'm either not ready for or don't want. Like I said, I have to grow into what I want. I guess I put it that way, not into what you want or how you want to mold me. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, that was the first time, like I said, that I had to fall in love with my own faith and figure out what it was that I wanted out of God or spirituality or anything along those lines. Yes, I heard of spirituality. Yes, I'd heard of it, that kind of thing as well. But like I said, I just didn't know all the gist and all the ins and outs of that kind of thing and all of what it actually entailed. I just didn't know. I did not care to look it up. I didn't even care, like I said, care about anything along those lines. But like I said, at some point, I had to realize that I cannot do this alone. And like I said, at some point, you may fall in love with your faith as well. And whatever your faith is, I don't care what your faith is Buddhism, Christianity, I don't know, whatever it is, Islamic, whatever it is. But like I said, at some point, you have to realize that, yes, while you're going to have family and friends around you, having those family and friends around you, that's fine and dandy. But when you get by... But when you get by yourself in those quiet moments, trying to process things, trying to think through things, trying to meditate on things, you need somebody else to assist you in that process. Somebody that's working in a higher realm than you are. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, that's one thing that I had to realize and I understood, I guess, about me when it came to my faith and my spirituality and that kind of thing as well. Like I said, I definitely had to understand that. And like I said, that was the first year that I ever had even gotten on video, anything to publicly let people know that I've, of course, like I said, started believing in God, trying to move down that realm. I'm now reading through the Bible, that kind of thing, for the first time ever in my life. I guess I put it that way. I might even in the middle. I think I'm in Samuel 2. It's the part that I'm at now. I'll probably read some more tonight, and I can actually include y'all in on that. And I can come back and read some of the scripture for you all too. So I guess the part where I'm at, I can't say where you all are, but I can start from the part that I'm at and read a little bit of that for y'all tonight. Especially since this is, of course, me talking about faith and that kind of thing and all that. So like I said, definitely just falling in love with your faith and falling in love with my faith. Like I said, that took me 41 years to get to this point. And like I said, I definitely know that going through life and that kind of thing, I always, because I'm an only child. So, of course, I did have family and friends around me, that kind of thing, but I never felt connected to anybody that I can say that I can truly depend on them or they truly have my back or anything along those lines. But I know God has my back. I know that now. Like I said, it took me 40-something years to figure that out, but that's all right. Like I said, I did finally figure out who was the entity or the person that would, of course, have my back through it all, no matter what was going on. And, of course, give me the grace to, of course, when I mess up and all that kind of stuff, give me the grace to, of course, start again, I guess, or have a redo. I guess I'll put it that way. So, like I said, I definitely want to bring y'all this video this morning just in case anybody else is out there struggling with your faith and that kind of thing. No, I'm not a pro, I'm not a minister, that kind of thing at all. But like I said, I'm definitely getting more in tune with me, my faith and where I'm going to and that kind of thing. And I know once we do, of course, move and that kind of thing, I will be looking for a church home at some point. I guess we all will be looking for a church home at some point. I cannot say how that's going to look. I don't know if it's going to be online or actually in person. I don't know yet. But like I said, definitely that's something that I have considered actually recently. To, of course, find some type of church home, some folks that we can, of course, gel with, learn from. We can, of course, impart our spirit upon, that kind of thing as well, our inspiration, our knowledge, and that kind of thing too. So like I said, this has definitely been an interesting faith walk for me. And like I told y'all yesterday in that video, I forgot, I was talking to y'all about an actual situation that happened to me years ago, back when I was in my teens, like my middle teens. And if you haven't listened to that video, go back and check it out. It was from yesterday. And it was like I said, I was telling you about the story that I had a long time ago when this guy, we were at this funeral and it broke out into like a big riot and fight here in St. Louis. And me and my cousin were trying to run back and get back to the vehicle so we can leave that area. It was police. It was all kind of craziness going on. There were some folks that I think they were killed that day and different things, locked up and that kind of thing too. And on our way trying to get to the car, we were walking down Grand, walking down Grand, trying to hurry up and get there. These guys pulled up and aimed a gun at me and actually fired at me. And like I said, we heard the shot. I heard the click and all that. I thought I was there. I'm like, oh my God, I'm feeling on myself. I'm like, oh my God, I'm finna die. Just all this kind of stuff running through my head. And I was like, God, please help me. I did say it in that moment because I was so damn scared. I had no idea what to do. And like I said, I did not get shot. The gun didn't go off. The guy looked at his gun, looking at me like, what the hell happened? And they just took, and they flew on and took on off like, what the hell? And he was still looking at me like, what the hell was going on? But I don't know. I'm sure that was my angel protecting me that day because I should have been dead back then, back when I was 15 to 16 years old. So I know I have more work to do. And like I said, definitely I talked to y'all about that in that video yesterday. I'm telling y'all again today too. But like I said, I know that was God and my angel was my protectors at work. I knew that back then, but I still want to call myself an atheist and didn't want to believe in God. But I saw all the things and that wasn't the only situation that I had like that. But like I said, I saw all the stuff that was going on in my life, and I knew that I was not the one that was orchestrating that. No matter how much I tried to control my life and to control the environment, to the best of my ability. I did try, trust me, try to control my environment. That's why I have an issue with control to this point, to this day. I'm getting better, of course, yes, because I'm still working on myself. I'm perfectly imperfect, I guess I put it that way. I'm still a work in progress. But like I said, definitely, that's something that I'm still working on. I had to have now actually, I'll talk about that control tomorrow. But like I said, I had to have that control because of the way my environment was set up. I guess, like Kevin Hart said, that's how my debit card or bank account is set up. That was how my life was set up. And like I said, I definitely had to have that control element in my life to keep myself safe. And like I said, I'll definitely talk about that on tomorrow. Freedom Friday, I'll call it that. But like I said, I'll definitely talk. Actually, tomorrow, what's today? Today is Wednesday. Lord have mercy, tomorrow's Thursday. So I'll talk about that tomorrow on Thursday. Not Freedom Friday, so I guess that's Thankful Thursday. I don't know what it's going to be. But like I said, I'll definitely talk to y'all about that tomorrow. So I know there's some out there who, of course, may be having issues with control and all those kind of things that have no idea how to get rid of that. Or how to even not, I guess you can't get rid of it, but just start working on it and trying to improve every day, I guess day by day and that kind of thing. And I also want to make sure, I forgot to tell y'all at the beginning of the video, but Instagram, you have a link in my bio, and on Facebook and any other platform, you have a link in the description of the video. It's going to be a link to a free ebook. That ebook is called Where Am I? And that free ebook is me. I wrote it's less than 10 pages, y'all, so then you ain't got to read no more than 10 pages. But it's 10 pages long, and it's talking about helping you set up that foundational, those 7 foundational pillars in your life when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to personal development, when it comes to education, when it comes to finances, career, health and fitness, all those types of things are in there. And like I said, it's 7 key areas that I feel that, of course, every life and every human being should have in order to create their life or recreate their life as well. So like I said, definitely pick up that ebook, and it gives you different questions. Well, I ask you different questions to help prompt you into figuring out what you want to journal about, what you want to think about, and how you want to decide to unpack all those things. I guess I put it that way. So like I said, we definitely have to know where we're at in order to know where we're going. So like I said, get that free ebook today. Like I said, it's less than 10 pages, and it'll definitely help you start unpacking some of the things in those different areas. Like I said, like those foundational areas, life areas, like finances, career, business, self-development, all those types of things, and they help you start unpacking that to figure out where you are so that you can know how to proceed and how to move ahead, y'all. Like I said, there's no way that you can move ahead without knowing where you are currently are, so you can know what you're working with. So like I said, definitely go ahead and get that ebook. I meant to say that earlier, but like I said, go ahead and get that. Like I said, on Instagram, the link is in the bio. On Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, the link is in the description of this video. So make sure that y'all checking that out. But like I said, I definitely want to bring y'all this video this morning talking about faith. And like I said, my shirt says Hebrews, if you can see that on Facebook, Hebrews 11:1. And I actually have on the back of my t-shirt, if y'all probably can see, but it actually has like the actual scripture on the back of my t-shirt. But like I said, I definitely want to make sure I brought that to y'all this morning, because I know faith is something that I but still struggle with. I don't have 100% complete faith at all. I know that, but I'm working towards that. And like I said, I know I'm just allowing at this point and trying to figure out where I fit in, trying to figure out how I want things to look, trying to figure out how I want to, of course, praise my God, that kind of thing as well, and how I want to read the Bible, figuring out what the Bible means to me and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm just figuring things out right now. There's nothing set in stone, that kind of thing. I'm going to do this every day and for the rest of my life. Nobody's life is like that set in stone. So like I said, I'm going to grow in my faith and have my faith walk as much as I can, and of course making sure that I'm getting through my days and at least doing something in the God realm, in the spiritual realm, I guess I put it that way. Whether it's reading my Bible, whether that's praying, whether that's thinking some good thoughts and that kind of thing, or just like doing this video, just encouraging somebody else to, of course, step into their faith walk, or just to think about their faith walk as well. Like I said, we at some point, like I said, I had to realize that I could no longer keep going, running on autopilot, running just in survival mode without having a spiritual base in my life. Like I said, that was something that I had to realize. This is not for everybody. I can tell you that. This is definitely not for everybody, but for those who is for you and know that this video is for you once you hear it. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, this is definitely not for everybody, but of course I'm working on mine too. And like I said, I definitely know that it's for me at this present point. I know that even though all those years, 41 years, I rejected the idea of the Bible and God and fought against everything. And like I said, in 2018, when I was having all those issues and going through all what I was going through, that was a personal journey. Of course, I did share a lot of it on video too, on videos like this on YouTube. They all should be on YouTube, or whatever Facebook will give me to actually download off of Facebook is on YouTube. But like I said, I definitely shared that journey openly and, of course, publicly as well. I mean, publicly and openly. And, of course, I was very honest and transparent in that journey as well. It didn't just talk about faith. It talked about a lot of things, relationships, past abuse, and all types of stuff. And like I said, I'll definitely share more and more of that with y'all now, too, since, of course, I've learned more about that and figured out other ways of how to, of course, talk about my lessons that I've learned and talk about the chaos and the dramas and the traumas and that kind of thing to, of course, help somebody else on their path, too. And I want to say thank you for tuning in. Is it Miss Lane's room? I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. And I'm going to go ahead and get off here because I got to get my butt to work this morning. But like I said, definitely on Instagram, make sure that y'all clicking the link in my bio for that free ebook called Where Are You? So that you can figure out where you are in life so that you can, of course, better move ahead. Like I said, you cannot know where you're going until you know where you're currently at so that you can know what you're working with. And Facebook and Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, you all will see that link in the description of the video. So with that, I know this is short. This is not the every single thing. So I cannot talk about every single thing. I'll be on here for hours about faith and that kind of thing. But like I said, definitely make sure that you all think about your own faith walk, your own faith journey to figure out where you are and where God, of course, fits into your life. And like I said, the faith, like I said, my shirt has it on there, Hebrews 11:1. So make sure y'all checking that scripture today too. So like I said, maybe I'll actually read that scripture tonight actually for y'all. Instead of just reading Samuel 2 where I left out in my own Bible. And this is my first time ever doing something like this, reading the Bible to y'all online. But I will definitely read Hebrews 11:1 tonight to y'all actually. I'll put it that way. So with that, I want to say thank y'all. Y'all have a great day. And just remember that, of course, you can always fall in love with your faith no matter what stage of life you're in, no matter what you have done in this life, no matter what has been done to you in this life. That's always afforded to all of us. God, of course, like I said, gives grace for everybody. I know that now, and like I said, I will never forget that from this point on. And like I said, definitely, I just want to make sure that you all knew that. So like I said, take care. Y'all have a great day. And of course, God bless you all. And I'll see y'all tonight when I go over Hebrews 11:1. Take care, y'all.